Hi, everybody. Welcome and thank you for being here. The mood is not great this morning as Red Dog Haley bit me. Can you imagine? It was just a nick on my finger, but it's not something I tolerate because my dogs live better than many humans and they do nothing to earn it. So they dare not growl at me or even pretend to bite. I yelled at her and now she will be ignored for the rest of the day. Hayley is clever, much brighter than Yellow Dog, and she knows she had done wrong. Then on our way to school, Dragon Man discovered that his brand new glasses are not in their case. He better pray to God he finds them at school today, or he will be in the dog box the entire 10-day school break. So, my dears, that was my start to this cold and wet Friday. I've been a little distracted by William's visit to Aberdeen and his speech at the Homewards Aberdeen office. I'm very interested in exactly what they will be doing and what they are going to build in Cornwall, etc. I love seeing all the other projects as well, like the blue light card, etc. I worked for two engineering companies and both had tendered on government and community projects to provide housing, water and sanitation. So it had been an interest of mine for a very, very long time. I really admire William for doing this. It is not something from which he will personally earn anything, unlike his father's upper middle class Poundland. Although, admittedly, Poundland did provide jobs for about 2,500 to 3,000 people, which is a good thing too. Homelessness is something which should not happen anywhere and which should be dealt with very quickly before it gets out of control, as it has a knock-on effect and can indeed escalate very quickly. I really hope that William will continue this project and that we will continue to see him being hands-on for the duration and after. I feel that that is what a monarch should do and be. A monarch should be for the people, all the people falling under his reign. He should talk for and protect his subjects. It may sound old-fashioned, but if you read some of the earlier books and manuscripts, you will see a certain line being repeated. It is one I used in my video yesterday, and it basically states that a king or queen, a sovereign, is for the people by the grace of the people. I think William, as stubborn as he is, may just be the man to bring back those old-fashioned values. I indeed pray that he does. Okay, folks, so it's time to shift over to America, but before I do, I just want to say something. I do not often speak about or complain about nasty comments or nasty stuff happening behind the scenes, DMs and email I receive, etc. But a good friend of mine regularly checks my comment section, particularly when I am maybe emotionally a little frail or don't have time. And when there is some backlash, she is the one who always tells me to carry on and ignore because the majority of the comments are positive. The thing is that she can't see the comments YouTube has already removed, and obviously she does not have access to my email and DMs, etc. All I'm saying today is I don't care. Keep advocating your illusions or delusions in my comment section, those of you who have lately been doing so, because it helps with my algorithm and I no longer remove these nasty comments. I do, however, have my YouTube filter on. And as you know, they do flag certain words. So if your comment disappeared, it is because you used a flagged word. So all you need to do is just try again using different words. Anyway, those who attack me in my DMs or via email, just don't waste your time. 2 words in and I press delete and block. My email is so far behind, I'll likely get to your shite a month from now. So you are not going to get that instant satisfaction of a speedy response, or indeed one at all. Anyway, guys, I'm jumping around a little today, but in light of the backlash I sometimes get from sugars and sycophants, I want you to take a minute and think where our information comes from. I do not just sit down in the morning and dream up content. I spend at least an hour, sometimes even 2 or 3, even 4 sometimes, going through Instagram, X, email, DMs, the Daily Mail, the Express, and I have shelves and shelves full of books because I narrate and edit my own videos. Making the videos themselves takes time, so I do not always or seldom have the time to watch other creators' videos. I watch maybe 2 or 3 creators' videos per week, or I rely on a friend or my daughter to tell me when someone said something interesting. Anyway, back to where the content of my videos are coming from. I've been doing this for nearly 6 years. So over these 6 years, a variety of people from all walks of life had listened to my videos, irrespective of whether they subscribed or not, or whether they listen regularly or not. I can tell you that there was a time a couple of years ago that certain staff at Kensington Palace in particular were asked to watch certain channels from time to time, and the reasons were twofold. One, for security reasons, so I guess we are talking about sugar accounts and so on. And number 2, they were evaluating people's sentiment towards the monarchy and members of the royal family. Whether they are still doing it, I don't know. But because that happened, I had certain interactions. Now, more than that, I will not say. But mostly it was because I said something in a video which either angered someone or were not quite correct. Now, it is not an everyday occurrence, but it has happened that I had what I would call certain contacts. So there was one stream of information, okay, that came from these people, let's call it in the royal circle, okay. I also have friends and family in the United Kingdom, and they inform me of gossip among their friends or local magazines, etc. I have subscribers in nearly every country, but mostly in England and America, and they send me things from their local magazines and newspapers, from X and other places. And then, like I said, there is my own research. When I do my own online reading, I find things like this, the things you are seeing on the screen right now. And you can pause the video and read the posts one by one, and I recommend that you do. I'm not going to discuss them individually one by one. We can do that at a later date in another video, because that is not the point of this particular video. The point of this particular video is that each time someone wishes me dead or whatever, all they are doing is to shoot the messenger. All my information comes from contacts in the know, or so they say. Most of them I don't know personally. At most, I have 3 regular contributors whose credentials I have been given and I checked. The rest comes from mainstream media, additional research, I mean, I do send out email to certain parties from time to time. And I've even sent letters to Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace, which I can tell you is a waste of time, quite frankly, because as you can imagine, they do not answer the questions we have. At most, if you are lucky, you receive a standard thank you for your letter, which out of the 3 letters I sent, I received only once. So, I mean, I'm asking you, what's the point of wishing me or any other creator dead or whatever? After 6 years, I have indeed become numb to it. It does not even upset me anymore. When people come with ridiculous accusations, I roll my eyes and press delete. I can also tell you that most creators who had been on YouTube, say for more than 2 years, actually feel that way. I mean, if you get your 100th or 110th threat or some nasty email, it really does not touch you anymore. But when it goes beyond that, there's always the legal route, which in my case happened only once in 6 years, and it was in 2021. And it did not cost me a cent. And then let me give those of you who are lurking in the shadows here some advice. Meghan and Harry are not going to come to your rescue if you land yourself in trouble. And for that matter, neither will King Charles. And that, my dears, is God's honest truth. Okay, now over to Santa Barbara and Montecito. I see the residents of Montecito are again a little uptight with Harry and Meghan. According to a resident who wrote into the local paper in the wealthy community of Montecito, many residents contribute to local cultural organizations and charities, but not Harry and Meghan. As he says, we don't see them. As another says, they have ticked off the neighbours due to a lack of local engagement. Okay, don't I always say charity begins at home? I also read that Queen Margrethe of Denmark had been hospitalized after a fall. I truly hope that she will be okay. She is such a fabulous woman, a true beauty, a wonderful artist, and very intelligent. At 84, one can still see how pretty she was, and I truly hope she gets spared for this world a few more years. So I do wish her the best of luck, and I do hope that she's up and about again soon. Okay, my dears, that's it from me for today. I intend coming back, hopefully sooner rather than later. So until I do, I hope my subscribers and viewers will have a glorious day. Stay safe and take good care of yourself and each other. And thank you so much for your loyal support. Bye.